I am your seasoned news anchor, Topher Morrison, delivering news like a peppered steak.
That's actually fine.
Is it on?
I want to use it's on.
Oh. Hey everyone, welcome back to AMTV. I'm Topher Morrison, and this is your full spectrum news blitz. Not really full spectrum today, but there is some interesting news out there. Anyways, in civil rights and law news, DOJ, the Department of Justice, organized Trayvon protests. If Eric Holder wasn't in the political hot water, the crosshairs already, Judicial Watch obtained federal documents from the Community Relations Service, CRS, a little-known unit of the Department of Justice whose role has been greatly expanded under President Barack Obama. Documents obtained by a Freedom of Information Act request, according to the Economic Policy Journal, revealed CRS helped organize and manage rallies and protests against George Zimmerman. Thousands of emails exposed that CRS not only spent thousands of dollars, but, quote, provided support for protest deployment in Florida from March 25th to April 16th of 2012, last year. And according to one email, did much behind the scenes, quote unquote, for the demonstrators themselves. At one time, these DOJ employees arranged a 40-mile police escort for a group of college students, calling themselves the Dream Defenders, which after barricading the Sanford Police Department in a community meeting, it led to the ouster of its police chief, Bill Lee. Now, whether or not the federal government is still supporting protests and pressuring local officials around the country today is unclear. What is clear, however, is the summer of scandals the Obama administration was supposed to endure for now is on hold. And in national security news, defunding the NSA. Is it even possible? Justin Amash, Republican of Michigan, thinks it is. The Ron Paul supporter is attempting to defund the NSA's vast surveillance programs via Department of Defense appropriations bill. Question is, will the junior congressman be able to stuff in some liberty-loving amendments before the GOP leadership and Jeff Sessions puts the kibosh on his efforts? If they do, Montana set the example for 49 other states after it passed by a 96-4 margin in its Senate a sweeping anti-government spying bill, House Bill 603, which requires the feds to obtain a probable cause warrant before spying on you through your cell phone or laptop. The kicker? It passed before Snowden's famous leak. What was once paranoid is now seen, dare I say, as prophetic. And in tech and science news, on August 12th, coming up here real soon, Elon Musk, the famous inventor and super scientist behind both Tesla Motors and SpaceX, will unveil with Colorado-based ET3 an over 200-year-old dream that will revolutionize transportation in America. Hank Reardon, eat your heart out because the Musk hyperloop will deliver people from San Francisco to LA in 30 minutes, and the ticket from LA to New York at potentially 4,000 miles per hour could cost you an affordable $100. That's it. It's an elevated vacuum tube system, replete with magnetic levitation systems, eliminating virtually all friction. Musk refers to the new technology as a cross between a Concorde, a railgun, and an air hockey table. And the technology picks up where science fiction icons like Michael Verne, the son of Jules Verne, left off, and as he envisioned in 1888 in the story An Express of the Future. It also expands upon Arthur C. Clarke and Larry Niven's A World Out of Time, released in 1976. But what is most amazing is the seed for Musk's potential superhighway system crisscrossing the entire planet was actually planted in 1812 when George Medhurst, a mechanical engineer, published, quote, calculations and remarks tending to prove the practicality, effects, and advantages of a plan for the rapid conveyance of goods and passengers upon an iron road through a tube of 30 feet in area of the power and velocity of air. A dry title, to be sure. Capturing every quarter of the alternative media, watch AMTV News Monday through Friday. Got a tip or an interesting news clip? Shoot me an email at tophermorrison@amtvmedia.com. Follow me on Twitter at AMTV News and like me on Facebook at The Real Topher Morrison. Find my source material and more videos like these at AMTV Media and greenwave.com. Both are part of the AMTV network. This is AMTV News, the voice of independence.